Have we found a recipe for success against the Colorado Avalanche? We're back from Denver with a 1-1 series tie on our hands. I'm actually doing this. I don't know how things are going to go with game number 2 regarding the commentary, but I'll explain it like this depending on how the future unfolds in terms of editing that video. I will either use the live commentary audio that I did for that game with my cell phone, or I will do a post-commentary with a microphone to get more of a cleaner sound. It just depends on how I feel when I go to edit that video. But I'm doing this one with the actual microphone. I got my microphone and my computer is actually being cooperative. We're off to a good start. What a chance for Max Pacioretty on the one-timer after an intercept off the forecheck. So the forecheck is humming. We found a way that I felt matches the Avalanche play style perfectly in game 2. We're going to roll with that here in game 3. I also was very calm with the puck. Anytime we got the puck on our stick blade, I was calm with it and using the body to shield the puck off. That'll fall at the feet of Sidney Crosby as he was nudged at the end of that play. Up now for a dump-in opportunity from Gabe Landeskog. He does send it in on the cross-corner dump. Hedman to the retrieval. We're going to deke, which was not my intention. I had my finger over that button and I ended up doing a deke anyway. I'm crossing back, crossing pattern again, looking for the one-timer because we have a lot of left shots on the right side, primed for that one-timer. We're on the issue early on in this game, forcing dump-ins from the Avalanche, and now we're stretching the ice. Nino at center, kicking it into the zone, off on a change. There's Kujawinski putting the pressure on the Avalanche defense with his forechecking effort. Brodin lifted into the zone again. So it's all dump and chase for Colorado right now. That will perhaps change later on as this game evolves. Stromwall off the bench. There was Kamayev. He helps out Stromwall with that. McKinnon on the intercept. We got 3 guys surrounding the same player. Victor Arvidsson drops it back for Jonas Brodin. And once again, it is dumped in by the Avs. And unfortunately, we got board pinned. They go back to the point. Walker cannot keep the blue line. Okay, and the pace of play between these two teams continues as it has been through the first 2 games in this series. Is this the Pacioretty one-timer from Crosby? We got that puck back off the forecheck. That's what led to this opportunity in the first place. It's a kick-out save by Eric Brassard. He's into a game early. And regarding game 2, game 2 will already obviously have gone live by the time this game goes live in the future. Whenever that is, I don't know when that will be because I'm recording this on 4th of July weekend. In fact, game 1 was recorded last night on 4th of July. So there may have been, I don't even know if there were any fireworks in the audio, if that came through in the background. But I use a noise gate because the fireworks were going off like crazy last night, but I use a noise gate to try to cancel out any background noise that the microphone may pick up. Dangerous D-to-D pass. So anyway, however, I don't know what's going to happen in the future as far as game 2 is concerned, but I mean, if I use my cell phone audio, it's just going to have to do. I think it will do. I think it's pretty decent enough quality. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I think iPhone microphones have really improved significantly over the years, which is, of course, that's what I use. I use an iPhone. Anyone want to... That was Gabe Landeskog again. Anyone want to pick him up? He is on a tear for this Avalanche team, and I'd expect nothing less from him than to try to get on the score sheet. We took a penalty. We were a little lazy trying to touch that puck. We feel a little bit defeated having taken the first penalty in the game. That's an infraction to Damon Severson. So yes, I'm going to probably use the cell phone audio because it was a live commentary, so you can get... With that audio, you can get my real, raw reaction. You know, what I'm reacting to in real time. A post-commentary will do. It's better than no commentary to do a post-com, but you don't get the actual emotion of the moment, the heat of the moment. It was the heat of the moment, telling me where your heart went. That is the only time I'm going to do that. That is the only time I'm going to sing like that in a video. Can you tell that I'm enjoying myself after the critical victory in Game 2? Where the mojo, the vibes with the Canadiens coming off that victory are good. Just because of how well we played. We had a step on the Avs. Now, we started the game slow. We did. Remember, we gave up the first 2 goals in that game. and including a power play goal for the Avalanche. So it was not looking pretty on the outset, and I was questioning the capabilities of my goaltender, Zach Fucale, but he stepped up big for the remainder of that game, and the offense came up big for the remainder of that game as well. It took a deflection to get us on the board, and we kind of... by the side of the net, his chance is fended off. Not a full distance clear, I take that back. Chris Begris was on the clearing attempt though. Matt Duchene with one slide move. Matt Duchene a second slide move before it's stolen away by his former teammate Tyson Barrie. Glennie away. No way, that's on. Oh man, the league wants the Avalanche to win. It's official. And that's not an icing, there's no way. Now, I cleared that with time left on the penalty kill. That was, I want to go back. I can't do it now in the instant replay in game. I want to know if not Galchenyuk, this is his chance by the side of the net. I want to know if Landeskog was onside. I don't think he was at all close to being onside on that pass. That's why I let it go. I really thought he was in early. I still believe that he was in early over the blue line, but the game I believe the game got it wrong. However, aside from the fact that we iced the puck immediately there, how do you not score, Arvidsson? It didn't seem to have too much of an effect aside from the fact that we instantly iced the puck on what I also believe was not an icing because there was still time on the penalty kill when we iced that puck. Blocked. Up the boards. At least you're on the boards giving me that breakout option. Saucer pass. Just kind of sent it into an area. That is not an icing, so we kind of got a break on that one. You could have called icing on that play. You really could have. Duchene just trying to play the puck away from the pressure. We're really being harassed. Kamayev eventually came in there to help out. Arvidsson on his forehand, skates it up that right wing side, dumped in. We're going to go back up the weak side for our breakout because those touches have got to be super quick when we make decisions. Duchene kind of left it there. He's going to pin back around to collect the puck again and then bring it behind the blue line. So all of that ground was gained for nothing effectively by Matt Duchene. This will be a rim play. I'm just going to trust that we can get it back on the forecheck. Running a 1-2-2 aggressive forecheck coming into this game. I don't remember what we ran in the last game. Burns with a self pass. I'm going to double back on myself, which is risky, but look at that. And that's why you double back. Kamayev chance turned aside by Brassard, so he's into the game early. He's made a couple of huge saves. And like I said, that one is actually called offside. I thought that one was clean. But there's a huge risk in doubling back on myself like I did before I made that pass. But look at who was wide open. Kamayev, he went up the weak side boards all the way down the rink. I mean, he flew the neutral zone in behind all the defenders. Had a one-on-one chance with the goalie, couldn't make it work. I don't mean this in a negative way, but I mean it's a shame that it was Kamayev that had the breakaway. There's going to be a player there, but Ryan Precht runs solidly into him. Watch that pass through the seam. Gabe Landeskog on it. He's been the best player for the Avalanche by no question at all. I mean, he's easily been the best player. Ryan Precht finishes his check on Brodin. Where was Larry Ronning? You got to cover for Ronning if you're Ryan Precht because Malcolm Rath has his puck. Ryan Precht is on that. He blocked the shot. Back up the boards for Torrey Ryan Precht. And what a shift this became for number 11 in a Habs sweater. He's still on the ice as well with this group. Landeskog dealt with by Ben Messier, who had an excellent game too. This is out of reach for everyone, but not Walker. Pacioretty in front. Ming turned aside. Crosby looking for the stick lift. That first line would like to see them get going a little bit more. And again, Gabe Landeskog, he's a marked man. He's been dealt with by Damon Severson. There's my pass for Ming. Dump in from Ming. It's along the boards. Crosby gives the effort on the forecheck. But the Avs escape the zone. They have dealt with that pressure nicely. Neatly back out for Crosby. This will become an icing, but Crosby was an option. He was definitely available to receive a pass there. He would have been in the clear, I do believe, or at least he would have gone one-on-one with the defender. This is Ming's chance. Crosby goes behind the net. That was kind of an automatic play for Sid. I wish that Sid went into the slot area. Either way, we got it over to a left-handed shot for a one-timer in the slot area near the back door. Crosby's got to win the face-off, and he's been out there for a while. That line was kind of caught on the ice when we did ice that puck. Hedman's going to have to chase this. Johnson into the catching mitt. So now I can go to... I'm going to go to my third line. You know what? I'm going to go fourth line. And it's because of where this face-off is going to be taken. It's going to be on the left side of the dot. So I want a left shot to take the face-off, try and win it on the backhand to the corner like we did there. That was strategically so. Voda, and now up to Bertrand. Now can this fourth line reward me for keeping them or putting them on the ice and ensuring that trust in these guys? Ryan Preck's shot, they got a good chance. Now it was a weird one because it's a weird one-timer for the right-handed shooter on the right side of that rink. Burns pulls it away. Burns, you can't. We doubled back on ourselves earlier in this period. We can't do it again. And that just needs to be dumped in. Yeah, and that's why it's got to go down the rink. You got to dump that puck in. Arvidson's been denied of a chance. Ben Messier cleans up the mess. Spin move at center. Punched away to Kamayev. Return across the rink for LeBlanc. He was not fast enough to get to that. That was actually neatly created by the Montreal Canadiens group of forwards that makes up my third line up to Stromwall. That puck knocked down. We just need to float it back into the end. Kamayev bullied a little bit there. LeBlanc back for Ben Messier. His shot, maybe a save. It hops the stick of Kamayev on its way out of the zone. No late goals, please. Offside is Benino. 7.7 to go in period number 1. Period 1 of game 3. Ben Messier. I don't know if this misses. I think it did. I think it just was one of those rising shots. It just kept going, and it sailed above the glove and above the crossbar. Not out of play, though. No penalties, no goals. Just end the period right here. I'm fine with what we got going on. It's a scoreless tie. Can you believe that these two teams have a scoreless tie in the first period of one of the games in this series? It's going to be fought for in the trenches between these two squads. I love that block, by the way, that we got that replay of. I think that was Tori Reinprecht that got in the shot lane on that one. And man, my stomach is growling. I could go for a sandwich. I could really go for a sandwich right now. If we can get victory, I will eat one. Yes, a victory sandwich. A victory ham sandwich would go really nicely after this game. Ham and cheese sub. It'll taste better if we claim a victory on home ice, but neither team has struck on the scoreboard, so victory is a long way from being achieved. Plus the fact that we're just beginning period number 2. Where was Hedman? If you're Hedman, you need to get right on the boards to support that forward. You just have to be there. And this is a slow start because Damon Severson could not get that puck out of the zone and still cannot get it out of the zone. Rebound that we were on top. Okay. This is dangerous because the Avs have started this one off fiercely. Slow it down, Pacioretty. Just slow it down, and I'm going to leave it. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to leave it there. Ming, drop back for Burns. We got to go. Yeah, I'm gonna ice it. I'm going to deliberately ice the puck because I don't like what I've seen. Will this become an actual icing? It will. I felt that we just needed to get it out. We were in harm's way. There's a time to ice the puck. That was it. That was absolutely the time to ice it. This rebound, no, that's not the one with the rebound. I take that back. Pacioretty made a great play on a rebound that Zach Fucale gave up. He's got the Bulldog on his mask. He is the Bulldog. Oh my, nasty snipe by Panic. So the icing backfires. And you can't change. You can't put a different group of people on the ice for the face-off because you iced it. And Duchesne loses it. It's a tie-up on the draw. It's an instant shot and an instant goal. It goes bar down over the shoulder. I guess Fucale just not ready, and what a celebration in the Bell Center in front of all these fans at the front row. They paid expensive tickets for those, expensive price for those seats to sit in the front row and then get sellied in front of by Ponick after the goal. So we give up the first goal again, but I think we've done that in every game in this series. And it didn't really seem to. We gave up the first 2 goals in the last game. Where the hell? Stromwall, I don't know where you were going, but now we're going to get it out. LeBlanc, is this a time to do a deke? I think it is because of the space we can create. Stromwall shot on goal with a rebound. I think that's going to be something to go to school on Eric Brassard. Ben Messier created a goal by creating a rebound, and that's a bad penalty by Ronning. I mean, there are certainties in life, and a Larry Ronning penalty in a game is basically a certainty, and it's a pretty rough hit. he dished out on, I want to say that was Nathan McKinnon he got a piece of. So McKinnon will take the face-off after he drew, yes, it was McKinnon. He drew the penalty because I believe that's 23 that McKinnon wears. That was the man that got pasted into the boards. It's fired back up the wing for Galchenyuk, but that just set him up for a body collision. Begris with a deke around. Really composed effort there, surrounded by the forecheck, and then halted by Elliott on the shorthanded try. Again, Galchenyuk. He's not going to run into a physical contact just yet. He tries to score off the backside of Fucale. Goodness gracious. The optimism of the AI on that play. If there's one player to watch at all times, in all situations, it is going to be Gabe Landeskog. But you got to look out for McKinnon. You got to look out for this power play. In the lane was Kujawenski. Begris down the rink. They won't call you for icing for this one. There's plenty of time left on the penalty kill that you can't call an icing. That was a nice hit on Dakiv, but I'm still not calm about this, and that's Gabe Landeskog. Oh! Hedman find it. Go Ming, this is our chance. Dropped for Hedman. Shot. Broken stick. So I think it was blocked plus a broken stick. That doesn't help. I have to finish this check. Dakiv. Hedman selling out with no twig. I don't know what to do with Hedman. I just have to try to block it. That puck has got to be out. Nice play by Vovoda. Excellent hockey IQ. Defenseman on your team has no stick. Vovoda with an intercept, but it was a tricky one for him to get. He runs in the Barry, pokes the puck away. What a shift for Vovoda. I mean, look at Vovoda. He's still going. He's slow because he's gassed. He's been out there for forever. But I'm going to drop it back. Let's see what he can do. And Rask got there first. He knew exactly where that puck was going. We were trying to work that cycle play down low. Rask is now in on the attacking shift. Landeskog went wide of the net. Ben Messier accidentally passed that one along. Now it's Pacioretty. That's going to be a cut across the middle. Pacioretty, I got no friends right now. I'm going to rim it. You got to know when to get rid of the puck sometimes. And that was one of those chances where we just needed to get rid of the puck. Saarinen with a cutback. Plays it into an open space for Johnson. Ming up to Sidney Crosby. Crosby shooting but blocked. And straight up in the air, it falls by the feet of Elliott and by Crosby. This is hotly contested right now. Every space of ice is contested between these two teams. Go with it. Saved on the chance from Pacioretty. Hedman trying to get the puck off of Glennie. I'm not composed right now. That breakaway was our chance. Panik, that's what you get for scoring the goal. Permanent CTE. Okay, skate, Duchesne. You got to have legs, but he's not going to get there first against Walker. The forecheckers are going too aggressive into the boards. And that hops off the broken twig. Knocked back in off the drop pass. Urbaum up to Landeskog. Now Panik has it away. Nice deke. Down low. Side of the net chance. Galchenyuk denied. Turned away by Fucale. We're really boxing out. Good stick on the ice. Up to LeBlanc. Now on the wing. Kamayev. Turn. Protect the puck. One-handed shield on that puck. Back up top. Begris. The broken stick still getting in the way. Brent Burns getting in the way. So it's not bad enough that the stick is on the ice, but Brent Burns is in the way. And now dished off. Turning shot with a half spin. Burns behind the net. Begris. Weak side. Ryan Precht. It's forked out to center ice. Might be you got to watch your penalties if you're Ryan Precht. That was not a smart move. Right by the Habs bench. There's going to be a lot of chirps for that hit from both sides. I gotta learn how to dodge punches, man. I got to work on my fighting. My fighting really needs some work. Ryan Precht is giving it all that he can against Tyson Barrie. I think he's going to be a loser in this fight. He will. I mean, he gave it everything he could against Tyson Barrie, just overmatched. Is this a minor or a major? We're going to find out. It was a pretty bad hit. Now, you could lose. It's a minor penalty. He hasn't been tossed. But the Avs are back on the power play. And that's the problem for this game. We haven't gotten on the power play like we did in the last game. I think we had 5 power plays in the last game. That was how undisciplined the Avs were. Why did they go back to the point? They had it. Fire that up the boards. I should just try to get some space so I can get this puck to Su Kai Ming. Vavoda's gritting and grinding. Stuffs one on the net, and it's saved by Brassard. We have not exactly kept him busy. The Avs have had that game plan. They knew that they needed to prevent us from getting the so-called darts on the board. Sling it. Just clear it. You got to know when your PKers are a little bit tired. We bought time to kill more off the penalty. Do I dare pass this? Ronning. There is a player up there. It was Kudrowski. We were making a change. My stomach is really starting to growl. My stomach's letting me know all about it. It wants that sandwich. The sandwich will be earned through blood, sweat, and tears in this game. I got to put Crosby on the penalty kill. I really got to remember to do it. Vavoda's out there killing penalties. Now, he had that chance, and admittedly, I've liked Vavoda's game. He's done very simple things tonight. Biggest wrister. Where did the puck go? Wow, that was a rebound. And I lost track of the rebound off the glove of Eric Brassard. Stick on the ice by Larry Ronning, but we couldn't get back to it and deflected wide. Ronning is by the net front. Stick on Glenny. Good play. Another stick on the ice. A shot, a rebound. Glenny scores. 2-0 Avs. Well, we've been here before. We've been through this before. That's why you can't take penalties. That's why you just can't take... Wait a minute. Messier skated out of the box. Wasn't it Reinprecht's penalty? Or Reinprecht fought? I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. We got scored on. Messier skated out of the box, but I thought it was Reinprecht. I know Reinprecht is in there for fighting. Maybe Messier served the penalty while Reinprecht is also serving his major penalty. So maybe that's what it is. All right, we got to start getting some darts on the board. Like I said, we got to get some pucks on the net. That was not what I had in mind, especially having a right-handed shot. We just forced that way over the net. I'm going to have to start going to my first line. I'm not going to get an icing drawn out of this, but there's a pass. LeBlanc, Stromwell, he's on side. There's a deke to the middle. I'm looking for that play to the back door. A diving attempt was made at it, but none was necessary. LeBlanc shooting with a rebound. Better. That was better. We got to get more chances on net. They're so far offside. It touched the skate, and it will indeed be whistled down on an offside against Alex Galchenyuk. LeBlanc shot. Yeah, right in the slot. 5-hole save. You got to elevate the puck there. There was moving traffic in front of Eric Brassard. Crosby, first line on the ice. Got to run these guys like a, I don't know. We got to just run these guys hard. I'm riding my first line for the rest of this game and this series, of course. Severson back in with a deflection rebound chip. Patch ready. We could not get the second shot away, but it's going to become that same, saying that I went to when we were playing our last game in Denver, is darts at the board, and we've lost our positioning defensively on this possession. We just can't get it out. I don't know if that got blocked in front. Patch ready. You got to watch the stick. Damon Severson's in there. We're in a frenzied defensive zone possession right now, and it won't end soon enough. Why would you go for a stack to pad save, Fucali? What are you doing? They were going to score. AI was going to score. What was that? He completely gave up the short side. What is going through your mind? My goodness, man. I'm going to have to change my lines. I might change my bottom six up a little bit. I may shift it around. That was horrendous. That was horrendous. And I went too early on the face-off, and so we lose it. Got to get a goal before the period ends. I need something to get us back into it. Oh, my God. The puck's just not taking bounces for my team in this game. We're not going to outskate these guys on this shift. Kudrowski's trying to go. Kudrowski might get moved up to the first line. I might have to do it. Ben Messier playing really aggressive. It went off his skate, and now he's getting back on the... I like Ben Messier. He's a good skater. It's working out for me. Maybe that's why I signed him in free agency, is that he's a good skater. I gotta find a breakout. I gotta find one. Of course, Galchenyuk keeps it in. That's the end of this period. Just don't go down 4. Push the issue. Kamayev, shoot. Wide. I had to try. Had to try to shoot. We just need better. We need a strong third period. We can rattle off 3. Let's do it. I made some small changes. Now, what can I do? I like my first line to be behind the net. I'm going to stick with that strategy. We are a 1-2-2. Let's go. Let's up our forecheck and let's go to a weak side lock. Now, I've liked my forecheck, but we just got to try something different because what we're doing right now isn't working. Now, I could just say darts at the board, and we could just get pucks on net. And it starts with that one. That's a start. Back again, Severson, low with a rebound. That's going to be my strategy. Just get it to the puck. Just get the puck to the net. It starts with that. We want to get 1 goal. We got to get it to the net. They're still offside on a body check. So the Avs are doing what they wanted to do, come in here and win a game. That's what they're trying to do right now. They're succeeding. Kudrwinski's on my first line. So this will be a time to cut across the middle. Crosby, just work with me, baby. Down low for Ming, but it was intercepted by Elliott. Turn around, stay on the ice. Stay on the ice, Crosby. He did. Oh my God, Sid just missed it. He just missed it, man. That's frustrating. This first line looks rejuvenated with Kudrwinski on it. And that's because I saw something in Kudrwinski, so I mean I have to try. Sometimes you got a gut feeling, and I'm trying to press some different buttons for this team. Backdoor to tap on try, not successful. All right, Pat, you're ready, and Duchesne's covered, so I can't make. That's not a play. It's not, now it is, and we're offside. Oh, frustration's kicking in. Second line, first deep here. Gonna try it. We're gonna have a face-off on the Avalanche. This fight really may have had a negative impact on this game for us. That fight by Reinprecht, the hit and everything. Tough rebound for Ficali. I can't blame him for everything, but I mean this goal was so bad. This one right here. What are you doing? Like, what's going through your mind if you're Ficali? Just seal the short side post. We could only be down 2-0 instead of down 3-0 right now. Cut back, Hedman. Over to Severson. Fire. Got to get a goal, man. At some point, you just got to get one. They're not giving me anything. The DDD pass was not there. I was gonna go for a big body check right there, and I should have. They're getting rebound chances galore. I'm fighting for this puck with everything I got, and it's just not. It's not falling my way. I don't want this to be like a third period, where we melted down in game 1 in the third period. I don't need to have another one of those meltdowns. This game could easily become one of those types of games. Duchesne, back to Patch ready. The crossing play, not going to work. Goal for Niederreiter. All right, we're not going to get shut out. We're not going to get shut out. We were very patient with that puck. We're now down 2, and we got it early enough. We have a chance. We gave ourselves a chance with this goal created by Matt Duchesne, the captain. I haven't seen my star players do enough in this series. Crosby hasn't scored a goal yet. Duchesne, I think, has a goal in this series, but I haven't seen enough. He hasn't done enough. He's got an assist there. I need more out of some of my star players. And Ryan Kudrwinski, I've got a feeling about that guy. That's why I moved him up to my first line. Now, Ryan Precht, you just got to send it back down low and see if we can earn a chance here. Just a greasy one. I kept that puck alive. Now, where's my defenseman? They could have gotten to that puck. I kept it alive. Just keep the rebounds in front of you. Zach Fucali. I'm slinging it up there. Someone's up there. Ryan Precht he'll be offside. He's still chasing the puck down. He wants it, man. He really wants it. He was in that fight earlier in this game. This is going to be missed shots. Yeah, that was one that I'm going to be thinking about for a while. Ben Messier with a prime chance. He just rifled it right over the glove, over the bar. Not out of reach yet. Got to get a goal, but we got to start forcing more shots on net because we entered this period with, I think, 10 or 11 shots on goal, so we haven't done enough to this point in the game. Ben Messier always tries to get it going, but everyone was in my freaking way to get the onside play there. Starting to panic a little bit. We could have skated that in easily with Ben Messier, but everyone was getting in my way. They're just stacked up on the blue line, and I'm not even talking about the Avs players. My own teammates were. Played down low too hard. Passed that puck too hard. Yeah, we're burned. I stepped up with Ronning and we got burned. Now there's a rebound. That was an aggressive save by Zachary Fucali. It's going back to the point. Johnson just throws it back down into that pile. Bertrand, rebound. There we go. Now we got numbers. I'm going to do a leg kick. Pass it over to LeBlanc. Shooting. Scores! He scores at LeBlanc. We're within one. I didn't think he would get a snipe on that. He has 2 goals in the last 2 games. Didn't he score in the last game? Or did he score? Who scored the first goal in this game? Duchesne passed it off to Niederreiter. Now Niederreiter has an assist. That was a nice playmaking move by Nino Niederreiter and a quick little snapper off the twig of LeBlanc. A little surprised by how neat that goal was. That snapshot was clean. All right. I didn't mean to shoot that on net, but go get that whistle. Sidney Crosby, win me a faceoff. With that, we've given ourselves plenty of time to even the game. There's plenty of time now to even this game. Such a huge goal. Severson doubling back on himself. Hedman shot, but again, there's one of your missed shots on goal. Hedman back on net. Deflection finds its way near the goal crease, but obviously it is not finding its way in. Offside goes Saarinen. We're going to let him have that offside. I'm going to go back to Crosby. This should be, is this a D zone? Where did the pass come from? It's a neutral zone faceoff, but on the defensive side of the puck for the Avalanche. So I got a feeling about Crosby with that. That's a win. Now I could dump that in, but never mind. I should have just dumped the freaking puck in because they're not giving us any easy entry. There was no easy entry on that blue line, but there isn't either for your Colorado Avalanche, and now we're trailing by 2 again. I had a feeling about Crosby. It was the wrong feeling. Troy McIlrath scores just his 2nd time in the postseason. So is that the nail in the coffin for this game? A poorly defended, horrendous effort. Did all that work to get back to within 1 goal, and then we pissed it all down the drain. Got to work hard to get it. 4-3. It's going to be hard to score 4 goals in this game on Brassard. It just is. Pump fake, pulling up, snapper. Maybe I can get a rebound, and that puck is free. Ryan Precht, deke off the boards. I'm all about gritting and grinding this one out. Stromall's chance. I'm going to be mashing buttons to the end of this game. I'm going to try to force my way into a goal. Go, go, go. Stretch the ice. Stromall's on it. Fake slapper. Cuts to the outside. Backdoor. Ryan Precht intercepted by Brodins. So those plays are probably not going to hit, but you have to try. Knocked down by Fucali. We run over Arvidsson. McKinnon is to it. That shot's coming in from the point. Do I have a defenseman there? What's my breakout option? It's going to be Ryan Precht. Oh, he got it. Creating that rebound. That's what I'm looking for. It can be there. Doubling back on myself. Over. D-to-D. Oh, yes. Severson scores. 4-3. Okay. That was a nice, patient play. Severson is glitching out, yo. He couldn't believe he scored a goal. He started glitching out. He didn't think he was supposed to score that one. Low along the ice, it beats him 5-hole. I mean, he must have put some twisty mustard on that shot to get it through the 5-hole. And again, we've given ourselves time. For the 2nd time in this period, we've given ourselves some life. We got to pull a Columbus Blue Jackets comeback off, like what they did to us. Maying off the boards to himself. It might work out. Crosby was looking for it down the one knee. I got to go to Crosby. Out of the corner, Kudrowski. Did you see that little bit of sly interference that they ran? Ronning, but wide. Inside positioning on the defender. Oh, they get the breakout. But be calm about it. Compose yourselves. Messier, slow this guy down. He did more than that. He got the puck back. Ming, intended for Crosby. Throwing the full length of the ice. That's an icing. Icing. Yeah, Duchesne. Give me my 2nd line. This moment is so intense right now. Is this Ronning? Did it get on net? No, he missed. He missed it. The hands are a little bit nervous for everybody involved, including me. Oh, I got Damon Severson, the man that tied the game. That was it. He choked. Severson choked on that play. Ew, we're giving him so much space. McElrath with a deke into a body. What a save on Gabriel Landeskog. Oh my God. Toe drag move by Damon Severson. Duchesne, holy shnikes. Cut back. Nope. A backdoor one-timer is not available. There it is. Patrick. What the hell was that backhander? Okay, I'm going at Gabe. Gabe will get it up to Eric Johnson. We got time left in the game. It escapes Bertrand. Now Severson. And it's up to Landeskog. Bonino's around. Bonino's looking for the pass. LeBlanc, poke it. Feed it. Poke it and feed it. Bertrand. A fake. A deke. A slim slice. Slim slam. We couldn't get it in. Oh, that was a prime chance. That's a prime chance you're going to look back on. Oh, I got beat a little bit there. I had Brent Burns. I was a little bit beat on that play. Bertrand's down the wall. Saucer pass out to center ice. Elliott. They're going to play their hardest game to the end. Force a face-off. Yes. 3 minutes to go. Is this Sidney Crosby time? Is it Sidney Crosby Asian man time? Someone get me a game-tying goal. I need a breath. What an unbelievable stop. The game on the line. Fucali makes the biggest save on Landeskog he's made in this series. Well, what to do with it if we win it? I wasn't even ready. We didn't win it. Look at these two. Dogs on a bone. Dogs on a bone. But we didn't get it back. No fear. I had to be aggressive with Ben Messier. Bonino taken care of. But get out for me. Give me my puck back. Ben Messier. Up to Su Kai Ming. It's Sidney Crosby and Sidney Crosby Asian man time. Ming shooting, blocked down, rotting, forced wide of the net. Crosby, he'll go around to his knees. Sends it for Ming, but they could not play make. Heart in mouth moments. Dumped, far corner, Ben Messier. D. Oh my. What the frick? That is such balls. Oh, that's such balls. You don't think we can get 2 goals in a minute and 11 on Eric Brassard, do you? We're gonna try. Whatever. The game's basically lost already. Shot low. Oh my God. Pissed about that. Yep. Okay. 22.7. There's a goal from Sid. I gotta call a timeout. We'll get the replay. One look at the replay, then the timeout. All right, there's your replay. I called my timeout. Sid, you gotta do it again. Oh my God. Of course, they knock it down. Just gotta go get it. We're running out of game. We're not gonna get a chance to even try to tie it. Ah! We tried. Man, imagine if that D pass didn't screw up on my team. And we're in a must-win situation in Game 4 again. That was almost absolute theater. We just had to get a little screwed over in multiple ways. Oh, we got so screwed over in that game. Screwed over hard mode, extreme. I tried. I freaking tried. Oh, screw this game.